YouTube shut our feed down last night. But anyways, we're going to get right into this. So the first thing that I want to do is kind of bring you guys on a timeline clarification for this. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to talk about what Crooks was doing. And then we're going to get into the counter snipers, what they were doing, what they could possibly see, and go from there. And the other thing that I would ask all of us to do, right, is stay objective. Like, I know there are people that are very attached to certain theories and things like that. Set those aside and let's do this objectively as possible and make decisions based on what we see. Now, what I see and what you see may be different, and we're going to come to different conclusions, and that's fine. But let's jump right into this. Let's pull up Premiere Pro here. We're going to be using this a lot tonight. I'm going to try to make the screen as big as possible for you so that you can see that. But again, this whole thing is going to be a little bit tough to do live. So bear with me and have some patience and we'll get through this. So the first video I want to show you guys is what Crooks was doing prior to this. And I want to, you can tell by his actions, there's a certain mindset there. So this is the first video that we saw where we see him climbing on the roof in his position. A couple of minutes. This is prior to where he is confronted by the officer. We may get into some of that body cam footage. Folks, I have completely uncensored body cam footage of all of it, and it's really good quality, and it's better quality than most of you are seeing on YouTube and Rumble. Now, with that being said, I don't know how Rumble compresses their video. It may degrade the quality, but let's just get right into this.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him?
All right, so they've obviously heard.
All right, so let me see what we got here. That was not all I wanted to show you guys. Let's pull this out just a little bit. We're going to click that, click this. That got cut off somehow.
He's laying down.
And so I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a Senate.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be.
So, folks, what I want you to notice here is the fact that he is slinking up. He's not acting boldly. He's looking up. He's trying to see where he is in position in a relationship to either Trump, the counter snipers, or all the above. This is very intentional of what he's doing. So, I want us to keep that in mind when we're thinking about what's going on here. And then let's take a look at, and this footage that I'm getting ready to show you is from Gray Hughes. He does a great job over there. He put this together pretty good, but I want us to see what's going on with the snipers, because I keep getting these comments about what they definitely could see, what they definitely couldn't see. And I want to make sure that I have this as large as possible here. Yeah, let's make that. All right, we got that. And let's play this footage and let's see what the snipers are doing and what the timeline is that they're doing it in.
All right, so they've obviously heard something at this point.
So this is 6:09.
And it's 6:09 and 30 seconds, which is
about 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yep.
And 3 seconds or.
So here's a little backstory for you guys. So the thing that you need to know with counter sniper teams, and if you didn't see my full interview with a former counter sniper team member from the Secret Service, there's a clear SOP. The SOP is we're looking for threats through our binos. We do not get on a gun and start waving a gun around, looking at crowds or flagging crowds, pointing a muzzle at a crowd, looking for a threat. We don't get on a gun until we have a threat acquired and they're getting ready to shoot. So that's relevant to this, and that's something that most people don't know and don't understand, and it's kind of an important detail.
And they're using their scopes to look around. I'm not sure if they see him
Binoculars.
on the roof.
We're using binoculars.
At this point, it's possible that they do. They just don't know if he has a weapon.
It's actually impossible that they see.
And because
let's move forward just a little bit here.
Had a gun, picked up his gun and is turning it around.
Drug dealers, we have people that should not be here. it's much tougher than if.
So it's interesting, that other video with the officer coming out of the Butler Command Center, you can see the same thing going on. That sniper is watch.
People that should not be here.
See how they're slid up.
All right. So here's what I want you to notice right now. They are not on the gun. They're not looking through their optics. We are now about 45 seconds prior to the shooting to start. That is really important. So that tells me they have not seen him yet. Now, a lot of people at this point are saying, hey, well, Gary, you know, why weren't they on their guns? What? Because they haven't seen him yet. I think he's still below the roof line. They cannot see crooks below that ridge cap. And we're going to, if I need to, well, we will. We're just going to do it just to make sure we have our bases covered. I'm going to show you where we have the drone, and we're going to put you a 3D model up to demonstrate and illustrate that from this position until Crooks gets up over that ridge cap. Now, also, we need to understand that these counter sniper team members, they don't know where he is on the roof. The only thing that I've heard that was relayed to them is that there is a situation. The Butler PD sent them a text or voice call. I don't know what it was, but they said there's a situation and we have it under control. Now, due to that message, they've turned. I don't think they have any specific information of even if it's somebody on the roof or anything else. But what I can tell you is when you are looking through binos, you have a very myopic view, is a very narrow field of view. So, you know, they're scanning the roof line. I'm sure they did. They don't see him. They're going to move to another spot, and they're going to be moving and looking for people. That's what I would do. And then we see a situation where you hear, hey, they've got a gun. Now, they probably didn't hear that. He's got a gun. They probably didn't hear that, but our eyes are naturally drawn to movement. And so those snipers are likely still looking through the binos at that point, and now they're going to be looking at all the people moving away very quickly. So that's kind of my interpretation of that, and that is speculation. But I'm just telling you from experience, that's what I would do.
Below the peak of off the roof and starts running, and he's telling people on the in one of the videos out there.
Government services comes right out of.
So here we are. We're less than 30 seconds out. Neither one of them are on their rifles. They don't even look like they're all that concerned. And again, as far as the information that we have, the last call that they got was, hey, there's a situation, but we have it under control.
Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever been recorded into our country.
So look, they're up there. You can see the snipers even up here in that same Butler County video. See that? They're right up there. So they are looking down. They're looking through their gun.
All right, so they're not looking through their gun. That is, we just saw that as he backed up, and you can even see that. Matter of fact, let's zoom in real quick, and we can see by their hand positions that his rifle, that his hand is just sitting on the buttstock. That hand position that we see right there, that arm position, is not one that indicates he's actually on the gun and looking through the optic to me. That's not what it looks like. He's going to have that left arm stretched out. He's clearly got that rifle that is indexed on his right shoulder. He's a right-handed shooter. This is not what we would see. That's not the body position we would see if he was actually looking through an optic. It's just not.
And then the worst president.
And look at it, 6.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. We have people.
All right, we're going to go through in depth on this, but I just want to make sure that we're clear on this. And Sean, do we have any relevant questions?